All right, welcome everyone with Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Mob Psycho 100, Season 3, Episode 10. All right.
Mob almost got isekai'd.
He almost got isekai'd, but thankfully it wasn't hit by a truck, so
right, exactly.
He did not get transported into a regular world, you know?
There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's how it would have done.
Almost did. Yeah.
But he missed his confession date.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, so we've got some theories as to how this will play out, but you can just watch the episode and find out. I'm really, really excited to see Mob handle just normal problems.
Right.
But
getting hit by a car.
We did have an explosion buildup coming, so
that's true. That's
something
true.
like a near-death experience could throw wrench into things like that. So y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Holy shit.
It's a lot of blood.
Mm-hmm. God, if oh, the static, the sound continues.
Okay,
Oh, he moved.
all right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, is
Yeah.
this the other side of Mob that's gonna basically keep him alive, but now it's...
Yep. I had a feeling.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
shit.
my God.
Oh, no.
Oh, just regular people, they're going to feel an earthquake. Yeah. This is a really good choice to have so many other people's kind of panic and terror about this.
Yeah.
Holy
that's
shit.
Potentially a lot of people dead right there. Oh, that's scary. He's gotta confess. He needs to make it to the park.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit.
All right, yeah, please come and stop him. Yep.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, hey. He could tell, yeah.
Right.
What are you, a character in an anime?
Yeah, exactly.
Doing your catchphrases and stuff? Imagine if Mob actually speaks when in this form.
Yeah. This is a good point.
This is giving me like big ideas. Holy shit. Oh my God.
Let's hope Tsubomi's nowhere near here.
Mob's the final boss.
Well, and also the reversal. You know, when they met versus now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, now he's trying. Oh shit. Just immediately done. He hadn't even lifted a hand at that point, and then he finally was like,
Although, hey, this is good. You're keeping him busy so that way it's not going against like regular people, you know?
in the city and stuff. Yeah. Right. Accepting yourself, yeah. It's not easy, is it?
Nope.
Oh my God. Yep, the flowers, yep. Oh. Yep, he just figured it out.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Just like when they met.
Well, rip that girl's orange juice.
Yeah.
We need to assemble the... Oh, shit.
I'm just really glad that this isn't Shinsekai Yori.
Right. Yep. Or something.
Huh.
Oh,
Nice.
that's really good. Here's that track coming in. Oh. Oh, it was
Shit.
still... He hadn't fully lost control yet. Oh, God.
Just put barriers on the people if you can. But...
He can't do everything now.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, yeah. Let's go into his inner world. There's some shit here.
Yeah, what's happening right now? God damn it.
Oh. Saving all the people, yeah. Wow. Holy shit. He saved everybody and the mob just continued on. Okay, cool. Wow. Fucking way to go, Hanazawa! Yeah!
Rival indeed. You beautiful bastard.
Yep, you beautiful bald fucking bastard. Yep. Wait, are they the ex-Claw guys?
Maybe?
Yeah, this is the guy with the sword. Yeah, the Claw guy from season 1, yeah. This is amazing.
That's why I'm gonna protect our store.
Yeah. Don't fight. Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh my God! This is amazing!
No, Ramen Egg Prefecture.
Yeah. Oh God, of course there. Someone text Reagan!
Yeah,
Pronto!
the mob alert. Let's go.
pictures going around. Oh God, his whole world just took a spin right there.
Yep.
Okay. Oh. Oh shit. They're airdropping other psychics?
Uh-huh.
What are we, some kind of suicide squad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, he's here! The pilots are like,
Yeah.
you got headphones in, it doesn't even matter yet. Let's go. Alright! Let's just go through the greatest hits! Mm-hmm. Yep. What? I don't need a parachute!
Yeah.
Yep. Oh God.
Okay. Alright.
The fact that we're literally going through like season by season of like like the big encounters that he had to deal with and stuff, and it's just gonna be like, yeah, none of it is gonna mean jack shit.
No. But Hanazawa, you fucking legend!
Yeah, you legend, dude. You are
Rival
his rival,
indeed.
yeah. Alright, hell yeah.
Hanazawa.
All right. Yeah. Hanazawa, you're
You
the
beautiful
man.
bastard. You are a true man.
I'm telling you, I've been waiting for this. Like, this is the kind of thing that I like didn't expect it to go this way, but I expected like his like question mark to come out like eventually, and it being this way is so terrifying because it's basically it's Godzilla, you know, run.
Yep.
It's just a natural disaster walking through, but the mechanism by which it came about was not necessarily just an emotional one. It was the I need to protect mob kind of thing. But in some ways, we might be trying to tie those two things together by saying that in some ways, all the times that mob bottled up emotion were times that he was trying to protect himself. So the explosions were all of his level ups in terms of character growth, of being able and willing to express those emotions, because then afterwards he would have a little bit more of a handle on each of those emotions, right?
Sure.
So now this is the moment where he has his whole thing that kind of started off his growth as a character, which was, I want girls to like me. I want to impress a girl, right?
Yeah.
And he gets something that's completely random and out of just the blue that robs that from him for at least temporarily. And it's no, I must do this.
Right, and that's one of the things that I thought was kind of fun about this, because Mob has been in stressful situations before, right?
Plenty.
You know, and even in situations where his life was in danger. So what's different about this, right?
Well, a lot of those times that he was in danger,
that's when he ended up exploding.
This explosion happened. Yeah.
But then on top of that, it's something where this is something that he really cares about. There was a lot of stress and stuff regarding this.
Yep.
He was doing all the things that he's supposed to do. He's grown so much and all that stuff.
Yep.
And then the thing that ends up basically putting him in danger is not just like an aggressive psychic that's attacking him.
No.
Because then that would be a lot simpler to deal with, I feel like.
Way simpler.
You deal with the psychic, you're not in danger anymore, and then you cool off. But in this situation, it's that his own ideals that are like, I'm going to protect things, right? I'm going to save the cat. I'm going to save the kid. It's like, no. The universe is almost telling you, nah, you don't get to grow. You don't get to make this move and tell Tsubomi that you like her and all that stuff.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And so all of these things end up happening. Oh, and then, now it also puts you in harm's way when, theoretically, that didn't have to happen, right?
No.
Like it was your choice, it was your growth that ended up putting you into this situation. And now,
I guess the part that we talked about, and it now makes a lot more sense, where it's this situation is a tiny bit contrived in that, yes, he could have stopped the car again, but we discussed a lot of ways in which they're trying to do no, this happened faster. He didn't see it coming.
And he didn't want to hurt the driver,
or he maybe could not have actually stopped the car fast enough to where it still wouldn't have hit the kid. He would have had to, he would have had to do something like, I'll have to put a barrier around the kid, but then, like you're saying, that it would hurt the driver.
The driver just ran into a concrete wall. That's,
Right. There's no situation out of this from his perspective where one of them doesn't get hurt. So he's
Right.
like, okay, then I'll be the one that gets hurt.
Yep.
Which, yeah. I like the idea, though, that he is a passenger. He is not a pilot right here. So this is not an explosion of where he... Because when he explodes, generally with a whole bunch of other stuff, he still has control.
Right.
He still has control. This is
probably the first time that he truly...
No. That's what I'm saying, is that this is not an emotional explosion. This is something that is tied to the question mark, where in all those times he didn't have any kind of like vocalization. He didn't speak in any way to all those things. All those moments were times where he just unleashed devastating power on a psychic that was causing him a problem, basically.
Right.
And then it was over, and it all just, resolved, basically. So having this one maybe delve into maybe what kind of things would actually be required for this to be resolved, because the explosion seems to be one that's disproportionate to the act that was happening. You know what I'm saying? It's that it's
the act of the trying to give Tsubomi flowers, or the fact that his life was put in danger.
The fact that his life was put in danger.
Right. Well, and that's why I think it's something that, like, if it was something as simple as his life being put in danger, then once the situation of his life being in danger is over, then the situation would be over.
Right.
But in this case, he has to deliver the flowers and all that stuff, and that's why he's not just having an explosion in one place. He's having an explosion and walking through the city.
Right. But the thing that's different is that he doesn't have control. He is not a pilot. He is a passenger, meaning that this is not necessarily even what would typically be called an explosion.
Right.
There was no build up to 100% and then going beyond it or anything like that. There was no bit there. This was a sudden kind of marriage of in my act of I will do, the protect thing. I will also go to, the meeting with Tsubomi, and then coming in crashing in the middle of those two things is, I just basically nearly died.
Right.
So he's now operating on that little bit of life he has left, just burning all of his psychic energy just to do that. Will it be the classic, if we can whittle down his psychic energy enough, he'll be able to take over again, but it'll be that, in that final, gasping bit of moment there, he'll have to basically, address whoever's, around him trying to stop him, or, address this other part of himself and be like, okay, it's okay now. We can rest. We don't have to do this,
Yeah, I think it is definitely going to be something where, the other characters will need to kind of exhaust his powers, because that's how the things that they do will end up having will end up mattering beyond just the Hanazawa being clutch and saving the people that were around Mob, right? So that way, so that you can have the true power of friendship where
everyone
one person
contributes.
throws the next person who throws the next person, and it's, just... But
it's happening to the protagonist! This is the end of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, but instead of it happening to the evil big bad, it's the protagonist
is having a bad day.
Is having a really bad day.
And we need to help him out.
And we need to help him out by...
by
slapping the shit out of him with psychic energy. It's like, this is a very chaotic and on paper, this is a very simple and funny, almost kind of setup here, except for the fact that Mob is experiencing this but not controlling any of it.
Yeah.
So he is having his heart just shattered here as he sees all this stuff that he's doing. And in some ways, I would like for them to explore that emotion, which is the rejection side of things here.
So it's going to turn out to be like a Persona 4 thing of you must accept your shadow, kind of a thing.
Yeah, in some ways, this is maybe the fear of rejection that Tsubomi was the original one to reject him as well.
Okay.
Get a grip and all that.
Yeah.
And we even had in this episode the moment with the two Claw members, one of them just saying, get a grip.
Right, so that's where because there have been two big things in Mob's life that were the schism for his powers, right, and his relationship with his powers.
Right.
There's Tsubomi saying get a grip, and then there's the I hurt people.
Right, exactly.
And so I could definitely see that being the way in which the Tsubomi half of it is tied into this situation.
He rejected. She rejected him. And then also he rejected his own powers, basically.
Right.
He looked upon himself and was saying like, no, I have this thing that is wrong with me. I'm going to stomach it and sequester it and push it down. Yeah.
That's actually, if you think about it, while Mob has been making leaps and bounds of progress with regards to himself as a person,
right?
Because of the fact that he won't rely on his powers and he won't be like, no, I want to be able to work on myself separate from the powers. You could also say that that is an element of himself where he is in denial of his powers and not fully accepting them as a part of him, right? And he needs to go on a bit of an X-Men arc where it's no, this is who I am. That's okay,
right? It's not all of who you are. It's just a part of you. I had this talk with someone recently where we were talking about emotions and things that are aspects of ourselves that we use. They're like resources that we have access to. But the thing is that we show preferences for certain types of things, and thus some people identify with their preferences specifically.
Sure.
But it's the point that, no, a preference is just an inclination. It's showing that you have certain things that come easier to you.
Right.
That is not your identity. That is just an aspect of something that you have a proclivity to. In the same way that I might like ramen, you might like rice, for instance.
Sure.
Rice is not your identity. Rice is just a thing that you have like an extra attachment to.
Yes.
Like you have tons of attachments and none of them are
that doesn't make
more
them
or less valuable.
Valid or
because well, it's like no. In a lot of ways, that's what we are. We are just our attachments. But to focus in and hone in on one as if it's super special, just because I really like ramen. It's like, well, you're still you,
right? And
because a lot of other people like ramen, for instance. But
right, and in this case, it's something where Mob took action to make sure that he wasn't defining himself by his powers. Great.
Yes, really impressive.
Fantastic.
Way to go.
But you haven't exactly been doing a lot of... Well, I mean, he has, but...
He has,
he has.
This is just the final piece,
right,
really.
The final piece of getting to that point where you can accept your powers, even the parts of them that scare you.
Yep.
Right? Because it's the fact that he hasn't been able to accept the fact that, oh shit, I hurt people with my powers, I would guess. Who knows, it might not be this, but...
Sure.
That as a result of that, then that's kind of where I believe that's actually where the explosion started coming from in the first place, right? Is that was the first instance of like, extreme situation. He blacked out. Yeah. This stuff happened, right?
Which is probably this moment.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
This kind of thing.
Right, and so because he hasn't been able to accept that happened, that was a natural thing to happen. That yes, you don't want to hurt people. That response is there's a reason it exists, right? You certainly wouldn't want it to happen in a place where it isn't actually needed, like when you're going to deliver flowers to your crush. This is an improper, unnecessary, unneeded response to the situation. But in situations where it's you're being attacked by psychics that want to kill you, you have that response,
I also love the idea that if this is what it is, his mind was probably filled with the fear of rejection, despite doing this, because he had the courage to basically set up the meeting with Tsubomi.
Oh, yeah.
But he probably knows and has logically determined and, kind of projected out his odds, basically. And he's like, I have about a 1 in 10 chance of not getting rejected.
I am walking to my death.
I am walking to the guillotine, and I am going to get put on the chopping block. But hey.
But hey, I need to do this.
I need to do this. And hey, there's a lot of this in some ways that ties a little bit into the whole broccoli divine tree arc, in that he has accepted that he's not all that in a bag of chips.
Sure.
But there might have been a lesson there that you maybe left a little bit, which is still that you are still all right, Mom. You're okay. As you are, you're okay. The improvements are your goals and desires, but you would still be Mob and still be loved and still have all these connections and attachments, even if you didn't improve anymore.
Even if you like weren't our good boy that went to the body improvement club and is like, hey, I want to go on runs with you guys. You would still be a perfectly valid and valuable human being.
And even if Tsubomi fucking just drop kicked your ass and was like, I have zero interest in you, Mob, even though I don't think that's exactly the case.
Yeah.
You'd be okay.
Right.
you'd still be you, and it'd be okay. And I'm really excited for that kind of moment, because once we got him like in his internal world kind of thing there, I'm like, okay, cool. So that means that's going to be followed up with something even deeper.
Right.
And
Hanazawa got the first crack in there.
Yeah.
And now all the Claw members will come in, and it's not really going to do much. And then we're going to have his brother, and we're going to have Reagan.
We have fucking Suzuki, the Giga boss of Claw from season 2 coming in here. He was so powerful.
No. From a strength standpoint, 100%. From a character connection standpoint,
totally. But my point is that, like, in a lot of ways, I know he was absorbing power and stuff,
right? So he doesn't have that stockpile anymore. Yeah.
Yes, but still, in terms of just ability and technique and all that, like I would put this as being something that's gonna do a decent bit of a dent there. Yeah.
If Mob is a wild stallion that needs to be trained a little bit, they're about to take him into the river and let him thrash around for a bit.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Good luck. Hold on to those ropes and cut your losses when you realize you're not enough and you need to tap out.
Maybe this river was more like
bring another cowboy in there, because holy shit, this boy is horsing around, and he is not. He is not tame at this point. So,
no.
I also loved the part where he very clearly like transitioned a little bit more into this form, because there's a part, I want to say it's in season 1. Where he goes even further into this, and he's and the color transforms into white and like a red, pink, purple, like cracked mouth and eyes and stuff.
Oh.
And it was so like horror nightmarish. So like this might also be not his final form. Like, and we might literally have the like, oh, you guys are fighting question mark, whatever this is, Mob's true power or what have you. And it's the, cool, you broke that. And then it's the, here's the next step where Mob becomes literally like a demon, like in terms of his look and stuff. Because I want to go back and find that scene, but I remember that still to this day, because when I've been like ever thinking about designing the small but terrifying, like omnipotent, villain or what have you in like stories and stuff, I love the idea of the child that slowly like turns from like a dark shaded like stuff coming off them to like a pure like white being, because I don't know, I think there's something innately horrifying about that color scheme and stuff,
where it's just like it kind of rather than being like a darkness that like obscures a lot of things, it just sort of blots everything out.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
I like it. The one big takeaway I feel like I've just been getting from the season over and over is that I need to rewatch Mob more.
Yes, Season 2 slaps so hard.
It does.
But there's about 4 episodes of season 1 that I would say individually, unfortunately, they're kind of segmented throughout the season, but they go into some really cool stuff. The stuff with the brother, the stuff with Mob in episode 3, and then the stuff with Reagan at
going
the end.
into Claw.
Yeah. But there's also, I believe, an episode with the Body Improvement Club. Trying to remember which episode it is.
That would make sense.
But it's one where Mob's more focused on just trying to grow physically and stuff, and it's a really heartwarming episode. I'm trying to remember which one it was, but highly recommend every one of y'all rewatching Mob season 1 and 2, because season 2 is like 10 out of 10 material, and season 1 is definitely not as good, but it's still got some really good moments in it. And this being basically hey, this is the finale. We're seeing literally the characters from the previous seasons come back to
Avengers Assemble.
Yeah, Avengers Assemble moment is very fun and also like cool. We're seeing the end of the series and having it be, oh, we're fighting the protagonist.
Yep.
That's just satisfying.
So,
holy shit.
I really hope that the Body Improvement Club also shows up to try and stop Mob, even though they would be even though they would not be able to do much and they would be in serious danger.
Yeah, the only way I want them to show up is if there's a crowd of people behind Reagan or something. Like a bunch of people like,
yeah, that's a good point, because ideally you would want his brother to show up around the same time as Reagan, because you wouldn't want his brother to show up and then get like thrashed or something. It's like, no.
Yeah.
His brother shows up and is like the one protecting Reagan so that Reagan can speak.
Yeah, and remember, the brother was the one that got the complex of fear of his brother because of what Kageyama could theoretically do with his powers.
Yeah,
So,
it's true.
You know,
It's true.
there's a possibility as well that blacked out time of his childhood might,
Yeah.
there might have been some things there as well that maybe he has as a key that he can bring into the situation here.
Well, and if you think about it, the characters that have gotten their like resolution stuff for the show so far, we got
Right.
Hanazawa's kind of here, right? We still got to have his brother. We still got to have Reagan. So having it happen in this, situation would make a lot of sense.
No Dimple here either.
No.
Yeah.
If only Dimple were here.
Only Dimple were here.
Yeah.
But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb,
I'm Jacob.
and we'll see you all next time.